AA Shalom. First and foremost, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Al Shah by Shem Kakdash, the bond apostles and the elders must done for giving us this from sin truth, and blessed be to the elect. I know I already did like a lesson about this. What was it, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? Basically, going into the sport game, because everybody was talking about it. And now, since probably 3 days ago, you just had this, big semifinal, between Madrid and PSG. Which, look, man, it gets to the point, man, where, look, man, you gotta fucking hate being in this fucking place, man. You have to hate fucking being here, man. And if you got a problem with what I'm saying, man, then, hey, man, change the channel, man. Cause the shit is so fucking fake and scripted, bro. It's not even funny, man. They're not even hiding it anymore, man. This shit is so rigged. It really is sad at this point, man. You got these, two teams, man. Big clubs. Especially, the team, to the right. Multiple Champions Leagues. Now the team to the left, they just won it. But the team to the right, look, man, they're very successful. They have accomplished a lot of things. And you see the 2 goals, that they just gave away to PSG. They just show you, man, this shit's fucking rigged, man, at the end of the day, man. And what's sad, man, these guys are supposed to be professionals, man. These guys are supposed to be professionals. And this is what they do, man. But I show you at the name, man, all this sports shit is all bullshit at the name, man. These athletes, it's all bullshit, man. Today's all scripted, man. You could tell, these guys, they want to play, man. For those, that watch football. Not this American football bullshit, man. I'm talking about football around the world. You watch this match, man, just show you, man, this shit is so fucking scripted, man. It's not even funny anymore, man. And they're not even hiding it. That's the worst thing. They're not even hiding it, and yet, you people, you're still invested with this shit, man. This shit is a joke, man. These players, here it is. They forgot to play football. They forgot how to pass, how to control ball. This shit is a joke, man, at this point, man. This shit is laughable. If you think about it, man. They're not even hiding anymore, man. But yeah, you people, you're invested with this bullshit, man. Even though, I like this sport, but, just looking at on TV, man, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. It's not even funny, man. Because, our people, they're super invested with this shit, man. Not knowing all this shit is all bullshit, man. This is Isaiah 24:11. It says, "There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." And hey, man, you just look at, this place, man. You just look at all this entertainment shit. It's not how it once was, man. You got a lot of guys make videos about, how things used to be so much better back then. Now in 2025, everything's just different, man. It's not the same like how it once was. They go into the video games, the sports. And let's look at, video games, for example. Man. Back when, we were like children, 8 years old, 11 years old, man, gaming was at its peak, man. You had Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil. You had a FIFA, not this EAFC bullshit. You had a FIFA, man, proper FIFA. You had some good ass games, man. You had GTA, which I believe, this is just my opinion. I believe GTA 6 is gonna be a fall off, man. I believe it's gonna fail. You had a Saint Row. You had Assassin's Creed, Far Cry. You had some good ass games, man. Call of Duty. The Last of Us Part 1, not Part 2, man. Part 2 is a disgrace, man. You know, Part 2 makes Part 1 look bad, man. That's how trash Part 2 was, man. Garbage ass storytelling, man. But to show you, this place is finished, man. This place is finished. The movie sucks. The video game sucks. And the music sucks. You know, these new YouTubers are a fucking joke. These Twitch streamer dudes. You know, these dudes, all they do is fucking sleep and sit their ass in the damn chair and just talk shit. And they make a lot of money, get a lot of views. It's fucking bullshit, man. But behind closed doors, behind the scenes, all these guys are close friends, man. It's fucking bullshit, man. So I think, hey, man, the mirth of the land is gone at the day, man. You know, this is why at the day, look, man. This place, man, look. You know, see, that's why today is all about the elect, man. You know, the elect, they see that this place is finished, man. You know, you just look at the state of this place, it's finished, man. It's over, man. It's over. Because these sport games is a joke, man. You just look at sports as a whole, man. Entertainment as a whole, whether it be boxing, wrestling, football, basketball. This shit is boring. It's boring, man. It is fucking boring. But yeah, you still got other people, man, that's super invested with this shit, man. Meanwhile, you know, Revelation 12:12, you know, he's still gonna come with that great wrath, man. You know, because you already know, you know, the type of time he's on. You know, he wanna, you know, set up his new world order. You know, basically wanting everybody see-hipped. And we know that, you know, a lot of our people, you know, they're gonna go with the flow, man. You know, in order to access and enter these sport games, you gotta take the C-hip. And we already know how our people gonna, you know, what they gonna do. They're gonna take it, man. Just to watch LeBron James dunk a fucking basketball. Just so Pat Mahomes can throw a football from 57 yards, 60 yards. And this shit's a joke now at this point, man. These sport games is a fucking joke. These guys don't even want to play, man. Fucking joke, man. This is Ecclesiastes 7:2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made bitter. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning." And hey, that's the elect, man, in the house of mourning, man. But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. So then, hey, look, man, you know, in the spirit of mirth, partying, bullshitting, you know, going to these fucking crazy events where a lot of people will be at. Hey, man, you can forget about that shit, man. Which, look, there's nothing wrong about going to, you know, some nice places, go to a bar, go to a sport match. But if you think about it, man, this shit is dead, man. Going to these sport games is fucking dead. These athletes are a fucking joke. Even though all this shit's all rigged and scripted, you look at back then, man. You look at back then. You know, these athletes was the best, man. You know, the reason why you like that sport is because a particular player that used to play back then. Who the hell do you like now in this generation? Nobody. They're fucking boring, man. You know, the shit is less laughable at this point, man. These new athletes, man. Especially in football. My goodness, man. These new guys are boring. The same shit, man. They don't defend. They don't counter. They don't do nothing, man. You know, these players now today, they don't got flares. You know, you look at guys like Ronaldinho. You know, guys like Quaresma. You know, guys that can actually play, man. Guys that make you fall in love with the game. See, that's the thing now. Nowadays, bro, you look at these new athletes, bro. You don't have that kind of feeling anymore, man. When it comes to these players, man. Who do you look at today and be like, man, this guy right here, man, he's the reason why I still watch this game? Nobody. They're fucking boring, man. These dudes got no talent, no flair, nothing, man. Yeah, they cost over 200 million something pounds for one player. They do the exact the same shit. Nothing crazy, man. Shit is laughable at this point, man. You got your Zidanes, your Maradonas, guys that made you fall in love with the game. You in basketball, your Kobe's, your MJ's, which I'm not even putting LeBron in the same table, man, because he can fuck off, man. I ain't putting him in the same table. Fuck that guy. But you had all these, athletes, man, that you used to watch when you was a kid, man. Basically, look up to, man. That's what made you, before, we came to the truth. That's why, we wanted to play, these sports because of these, great players, man. But now, man, this shit's a joke, man. These dudes out here got their nails painted. Dudes got blonde hair. Acting tough, acting hard. You dudes are a fucking joke, man. You need boxers today, man. These dudes want to hold their old. They want to fight. It's all about money at this point. This shit's a joke, man. And they're not even hiding no more, man. This is why they need to help this fucking place, man. Scriptures talk about it's time, to wake up out of sleep, man. Look, man, this is not a rest, man. Your accomplishments, it's all bullshit, man. They do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we do, for incorruptible. So we don't give a shit about this shit, man. It's all vanity at the day, man. And you ever seen the news, man, Diego Jota. He passed away. Which, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I really believe they took that guy out, man. They took that guy out. And that's just my opinion, man. I believe they took this guy out, man. Not only him, but his brother. Because something very fishy is going on, man. With his death. Because they just won the Premier League the 20th time, man. And that was his jersey number that they were wearing. And the next game, you probably won't see people, I believe, who they're going against. So you got, I believe it's going to be, against Bournemouth. So you probably going to see, a lot of number 20s, being shown, which is crazy, man, because they just won their 20th title, and all of a sudden, the number 20th that plays for that team, Liverpool, that player that wore that number, he's gone. Things like this, man, just make you question, man. This shit's fucking crazy, man. But this is what you see go on, man. These sports, man. A lot of sacrifice. It's crazy, man. A lot of ritual sacrifice, man. And you ever know, the World Cup's coming, 2026, over here in America. So you already know, man. How shit's gonna turn out. You might have seen Portugal winning the whole thing, man. Because, you look at 2016, Eusebio died. Portugal won. Maradona died. And this shit, look, man, this shit is a fucking joke, man. Before Maradona passed away, these guys, Argentina, didn't know how to play shit. These guys were terrible. Messi didn't know what the fuck he was doing in Argentina. But yeah, he was so good for Barcelona. But for Argentina, this guy was sorry as shit, man. And now, ever since, Maradona dropped dead, these guys started playing incredible. Messi started playing phenomenal. Now they just won the World Cup, 2 Copa Americas back to back. This shit's a joke, man. And now, since, a big star like Diego Jota passed away, maybe it's now for Ronaldo to win the World Cup. Which, hey, I heard it's going to be Portugal versus Argentina for the World Cup final. And you already know, man, Jake finna crash out, man. Jake finna lose it. Jake finna be excited. Jake finna go all in, man. Jake might start a war, man, because you already know how these two guys, their fan base is. And if you think LeBron James versus Michael Jordan versus Kobe Bryant, their fan base is bad, well, you haven't seen the Messis and Ronaldos, because that fan base, man, is wild, man. It's wild. But at the day, man, it's all bread and circuses at the day, man. It's all bullshit, man. And behind closed doors, man, all these athletes, the rivalries, behind closed doors are friends, man. But today it's all big joke, man, today, man. It's all a big show, man. So this is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. It says, folly is sin, great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I think it's all folly, man. These sport games. It's a joke, man. 4-0, man. Even the UCL final, what was it, 5-0? This is a joke, man. These are supposed to be professionals, man. I got like Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, all these top players, man. You would think these guys will play so goddamn good. But it show you, man. I think it's all fucking rigged, man. All these sport games. It's all a joke, man. But this is why people's invested in, man. They're being distracted with all this bullshit. Meanwhile, you seeing how Esau's turning up. He's setting up his new world order. This dollar trying to be done away with. Look at this dollar right now. It's in his last leg, man. Day by day, this dollar losing its value. You people are being distracted to all this brand circus, all this entertainment. Football is coming back. What's the guy's name? Cooper versus Bronny James. Which Bronny James, he's not even that good, man. He's not even all that, but they make him look like he's all that because his father's LeBron. But I think it's all a joke, man. The NBA is a joke, man. Football is a joke. American football is a joke. Baseball is a joke. The games, the game industry, video games is a joke. The TV shows is a joke. Music is a joke. This place is finished, man. And good, man. Look at wrestling is a joke. I just seen the Gunther versus Goldberg match. This shit was a fucking embarrassment, man. WWE's finished too, man. I think all this shit is just through, man. This place is through, man. So then, hey, man, hell with this place, man. It's time to wake up out of sleep, man. Cause I think this is all bullshit, man. And this place, I think it's getting ready to fall, man. So with that, the point been made. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Shah by Shem Dash, the bonds apostles, and the Eric Mustone for giving us this. I'm saying truth and Shalom.